Hello boys and girls, this is Mr. So. Welcome back for another lesson of biology. Today we're going through lesson 44 of chapter 29, classwork 29.1. Before you start watching the video, remember to like and subscribe my channel and also share the video to your classmates. Let's start. The following picture shows you the different sample extracted from the sedimentary rocks. Given that sample 2 is the oldest sample, can you arrange the sample order from the oldest to the youngest? The sample should go from 2 to 1, 5, 7, 9, 3, 4, 8. The youngest sample should be number 6. After putting the samples in the correct order in the sedimentary rocks, we can show the range of the fossilized species. For the first fossilized species in green, it occupies 3 different layers. Do the same for the rest of the fossilized species. Here you go. Question 1. What are fossils? Fossils, they are actually the preserved remains or trace of some ancient organisms. It can be some body fossils, such as the skull, the bones, or it can be the footprints of an ancient organism. Question 2. Can you state 3 reasons why there is a missing link in the fossil records? Why can't we find a continuous fossil records in all the sedimentary rocks? This might be because the chance of discovering fossils is very low. The whole body of organism is being eaten before fossilization. This is possible. The condition is not suitable for forming fossils as well. There are other reasons for having missing link. Please take a look at the video or your book. Question 3. Based on the information in the table, which fossil is the youngest? Let's take a look at the table. In the sedimentary rocks, the uppermost layer should be the youngest. It should be sample 6, showing green fossilized species. Sample 6 should be the youngest rock, so the fossils in sample 6 should be the youngest. It is called the Banana. Underline, it is a scientific name. Question 4. Name the technique which is used to date a rock. You should be using a radioactive method. We call it the radioisotope dating. One of the examples is called the carbon dating. Question 5. What information does relative dating provide to the paleontologist? 古生物學家. That is, to estimate the age of fossils related to its location. Let's write down the age of the different layer in the sedimentary rocks. The oldest layer should be at the bottom. The youngest layer should be on the top. Question 6. Which fossil organisms lived for the longest period of time? Can you explain your answer? The fossilized organisms which live for the longest period of time should be the one starting with a letter F. Let's write down the name and underline it because this is a scientific name. Explain your answer. Why it lived for the longest period of time? Because it shows up in the greatest number of layers. Question 7. Which fossil organisms lived for the shortest period of time? Let's take a look at the layers again. This time it should be the organism starting with the letter C. Let's write down the name of the organisms with underline because this is a scientific name. Last question, question 8. Based on the information, what age range would you assign to the fossil of Circus bosoensis? Let's take a look at the sedimentary rocks layer again. Circus bosoensis, it is occupying in a year from 19.5 million years ago to 18.3 million years ago. So this is the answer. Let's write down 18.3 million years ago to 19.5 million years ago.